Look, at my age, you know I've been to a lot of doctors. Healthcare partners, they really care. They're concerned about your health. They're all the best. I am Roberta, and I am a healthcare partner. Visit hcpnv.com to hear my story.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by the St. Therese Mission, a future venue for cultural and environmental events near Pahrump. Get involved. Visit us at sttheresemission.com or call 702-507-4172.
Tonight on News 46, businesses and road crews clean up after the storm.
Pahrump Valley Speedway ponders how to get rid of a lake.
And with all the water around town, today's Angie's List report talks about mosquitoes. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell and Jason Koblenz. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Monday, July 29th, 2013. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Jason Koblenz for News 46.
Pahrump is recovering from the storms which brought flooding over the weekend. Yesterday's storm is one many of us had not seen anything like in years. We were out to get you this report. I'm standing here on what they're calling the Honeysuckle River at this point. You can see the entire roadway has now become a river. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue have went on many calls this afternoon, including several motorists who have been stuck inside their vehicles at Basin, Betty, down by Malibu and Highway 160, and of course here at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park. The storm lasted approximately 5 hours Sunday with an extremely heavy downpour. The winds were not as heavy as they had been in recent days. Between Saturday and Sunday, Storm Pahrump received a normal year's worth of rain. The drainage from the fan on Mount Charleston flooded Highway 160 and continued traveling westbound throughout the town of Pahrump. Rescue crews responded to stranded cars in the major intersections and roadways on the east side of town, including Highway 160 and Basin, Betty, and Harris Farm roads. Crews were also dispatched to Calvada, Gamebird, and Homestead, where heavy flooding occurred as some of the motorists were waiting in and on top of their vehicles for firefighters to take them to higher ground. 5 motorists were stranded in water on Mount Charleston and Jackrabbit Streets alone. Businesses received major damage as well, flooding the inside of the law firm on Basin belonging to attorney Jason Ernest. Hired flood cleanup crews emptied out the office this morning to clean up the damage the high waters had caused. El Cancun restaurant on Highway 372 and East Street received flooding as well. Boulders blocked the roadway and driveway at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. Some drivers continued through the storm waters, hoping the roadway was clear and stable to drive on. Mud-slick roads caused the drivers to lose control of their vehicles during the storm. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue responded to over 20 stranded motorist calls whose cars could not make it across the flooded streets. No injuries were reported, and luckily no accidents occurred as a result of the storm. Nye County Sheriff's Office received 3 calls of people floating down the roads on rafts on Calvada, Basin, and Honeysuckle streets.
River rafting down the streets.
Floating down it? Yeah, and floating on that blue thing. Yeah.
NDOT and many other private companies have been spending most of today trying to get the roads back in shape. And hopefully everybody's staying at home during this time of these high, hard rains. This is Deanna O'Donnell at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park for News 46.
Pahrump Valley Speedway was glad to lend a hand to stop the flooding to the Sheriff's Office, Animal Shelter, Home Depot, and possibly the town office by way of using their pits in the back of the track. However, now, owner Chad Broadhead's property is so flooded the races might not run this Saturday night.
We are standing behind the Pahrump Valley Speedway. This lake that you are looking at is the pits where drivers and cars get ready for their races. Off to my left, you will see a 15 to 20 foot drop on the Panorama Road. This is damage resulting from yesterday's storm. Owner of Pahrump Valley Speedway, Chad Broadhead, told News 46 that he is effectively shut down at this point for the weekend's race. A large amount of water has accumulated in the pit area of the speedway during last night's storm. Broadhead estimates that there are millions of gallons in the large pit, and that some areas are as deep as 50 feet. He wants to drain the pond, but can't see how to do so because of the damage it would cause to the businesses and roadway downhill from his property, which is located off Basin Avenue. Chad also added that he can't imagine the damage that would have been done if the water didn't collect where it did, and just traveled into town, which would have ended up near the town office. He is speaking with town officials today to see if they have any ideas on what to do with the water. As for Panorama Road, it is closed at this point. This is Jennifer Mutz reporting for News 46.
Thanks, Jennifer. And of course, we'll keep you posted as to what the status of the races are this Saturday night. News 46 has learned that on Wednesday, July 24th, a fatal accident occurred on Highway 127 in the town of Baker, California, which took the life of a 26-year-old Pahrump resident and young father by the name of Nathan DeMaraville. The passenger, who is 49-year-old Laura Newcomb, also was injured in the accident. According to California Highway Patrol, DeMaraville was traveling southbound on Highway 127 in rural Baker when his vehicle drifted across the road, striking a semi-truck and trailer traveling northbound. DeMaraville was pronounced dead at the scene. The female passenger, Laura Newcomb, was transported to UMC Trauma Center, where she's expected to recover from her injuries. The driver of the semi-truck was reportedly uninjured in the accident.
And after the break, Andrew McIntosh will have a great summer recipe that is healthy as well.
A healthy summer salad with an Asian zing that you can make in minutes. Next in Prescription Health.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrump's optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Welcome back to News 46. Potato and pasta salad are staples of summer barbecues, but the tasty dishes can make your swimsuit feel a little more snug. Andrew McIntosh has a guilt-free seasonal salad that you can make in minutes.
This health tip is brought to you by Humana.
Visit our local office in the Pahrump Valley Junction Shopping Center or call 775-727-0871.
These salads may be creamy and yummy, but they're not so good if you want a flat tummy.
It's made with mayonnaise, and they can be really high in calories and fat.
Vanderbilt University health educator Stacy Kendrick has a healthier alternative.
Today we're making an Asian chicken salad. It's not a mayonnaise-based chicken salad.
First, brush your bone-in chicken breast with olive oil.
It's an unsaturated fat.
Add a little pepper and salt.
If you're on a salt-restricted diet, you could certainly leave the salt off if you needed to.
Leave the skin on to keep the chicken juicy.
You can either grill it or you can cook it in the oven.
Cut up red and yellow peppers and 2 scallions.
Kind of give it that Asian flair.
Toast some heart-healthy almonds and sesame seeds.
And this is just going to give it a really great flavor.
Next, make the dressing with vegetable oil, cider vinegar, low-fat creamy peanut butter, honey, soy sauce, sesame oil, and minced garlic.
You just want to whisk it until it's smooth.
When the chicken's cooked,
we're going to remove the skin and throw it out because it is not good for us.
Pull it apart and mix it with your other ingredients.
And then you simply toss it together.
Serve the Asian chicken salad cold, and you have
a great summer dish.
I'm Andrew McIntosh reporting.
I have to say that looked quite delicious. Thank you, Andrew. And by the way, the Asian chicken salad is about 500 calories per serving.
A two-vehicle accident occurred Saturday afternoon on Basin and Linda Streets.
Tonight's accident report is brought to you by Stovall & Associates. Don't expect insurance companies to have your best interest in mind. Stovall & Associates cares. Let us help you if you have been involved in an accident.
A two-vehicle accident occurred on Basin and Linda Street on Saturday afternoon. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene along with Nye County Sheriff's deputies to find the motorcycle rider had been ejected from his bike. Apparently, the driver of this large sedan, which is a Crown Victoria, was traveling northbound on Linda Street, and the motorcycle, a Harley-Davidson, traveling eastbound on Basin when the two collided. The motorcycle hit the back left bumper of the Crown Victoria. Both the driver of the vehicle and the motorcycle rider claimed no injuries at the time of the accident. However, Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue paramedics did check out the rider, who opted to be transported to Desert View Hospital. Nye County Sheriff's deputies conducted a field sobriety test on the driver of the Crown Vic at the time of the accident. They did not take the driver of the Crown Victoria into custody at the time of the accident. Nye County Sheriff's deputies are investigating. This is Deanne O'Donnell for News 46.
Lorraine Russo-Harper invites everyone to visit Sniffany's Gifts and Thrifts at the corner of Pahrump Valley Boulevard and Gamebird.
Sniffany's is the thrift store for Symphony Animal Foundation. All the proceeds from Sniffany's go 100% to the foundation. It's located at the corner of Gamebird and Pahrump Valley Boulevard. It's a great little store. It is jam-packed with so many great buys. You owe it to yourself to stop in, say hello to our volunteers. If you're interested in volunteering, we actually have volunteer applications down there that you can fill out, get involved with the foundation. We would love to have you. We are located again at the corner of Gamebird and Pahrump Valley Boulevard. It is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Those are the new summer hours. And on Sundays, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So please come out, check out what we got. We got designer clothes, we got designer brands, we have things for your pets. 4 legs or 2, we have stuff for you. So you will find purebred quality at mixed breed prices at Sniffany's.
There you go. Sniffany's brings in a lot of things from even out of town, right? You guys are kind of getting a lot of items from the Aria Hotel there in Vegas.
We do. We get their lost and found. We get a ton of stuff. Aria has 7,000 rooms. Yeah. So every week we have new items coming in. We do pickups every week. Usually every Tuesday the store is stocked with new items regularly, and it is stocked throughout the week, but Tuesday you'll find a whole bunch of new things.
There you go. And the volunteer positions that are open are for the store or to help with the animal shelter?
All of the above. You can help at the store, you can help with fundraisers, you can help with the animals, you can help us with construction at the site. We have things for everybody on the web, clerical, physical, whatever you want to do, we could probably put you to work.
Contact information for Symphony Animal Foundation or Sniffany.
You can contact me at 702-528-4997. If you want information about the foundation, if you want to volunteer, if you want to help us out, contact Lori, 775-990-6578, or you could just stop down at Sniffany's at the corner of Gamebird and Pahrump Valley Boulevard.
And because of this weekend's storms, there's a large amount of water sitting in various locations around Pahrump right now. As you may have heard, sitting water brings the chances of mosquitoes. Today's Angie's List report talks about how to prevent them.
Summer is synonymous with many things: baseball, fireworks, and unfortunately mosquitoes. Mosquitoes can ruin a summer barbecue faster than a rotten hamburger. So in today's Angie's List report, how to prevent mosquitoes from invading your yard. For homeowner Jerry McVeigh, living on a wooded lot with a pond and a lake, he has seen his fair share of mosquitoes. So McVeigh hired a professional mosquito control company to treat his yard regularly.
We tried everything, foggers, all the different coils, you name it, we tried it. And a lot of other people, I'm sure, understand this. We were so sensitive, though, about strong chemicals because of what's going on with the wildlife.
Not only are mosquitoes a nuisance when you're out trying to have a family barbecue, but they're also a health risk. For example, you could end up with West Nile. So making sure you have a comfortable outdoors that's mosquito-free is important for your family.
With a little preventative maintenance and monitoring, you can gain the upper hand on mosquitoes.
There are many places around the homeowner's property that they can look for sources of standing water. The thing is, we're only looking for just a very small amount of water. In fact, it only takes a soda bottle cap full of water to breed several hundred mosquitoes.
Empty bird baths, kiddie pools, flower pot saucers, and keep gutters clear.
If you tackled every effort you can as a homeowner,